Hey, welcome to the Parrot English Podcast. I'm helping you speak like a native. I'm Leo and I'm here with Isa.
Hi everyone, I'm Isa. And today, we're going to share a full day in our lives. What we do, what we eat, how we work, everything.
Yeah, this is a great way for you to learn everyday vocabulary, improve your listening, and feel more natural with English.
We'll speak slowly, clearly, and sometimes we'll ask you to repeat short sentences so you can practice while listening.
Let's begin with the start of our day. Every morning, I wake up at 6:30. Not too early, but early enough.
And I usually wake up around 7. I like to sleep a little more than Leo.
As soon as I wake up, I turn off my alarm clock and stretch my arms. Then I say to myself, it's a new day.
Repeat with me. It's a new day. Nice.
I stay in bed for one more minute. Then I sit up and go to the bathroom.
Same here. I always go to the bathroom first. I brush my teeth and wash my face with cold water. It helps me wake up.
Exactly. Cold water works like magic. Then I take a quick shower. Maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah, my shower is quick too. Just enough to feel fresh. After that, I dry my hair, use some face cream, and get dressed.
I don't use cream, but I do get dressed right away. I usually wear my workout clothes. It's because I go to the gym.
And I get ready to study. I also prepare materials for my students. I'm a teacher at a school for kids.
So in the morning, I prepare my body, and Isa prepares young minds.
That's right. But before we do anything serious, we both need one thing: breakfast.
All right, so after showering and getting dressed, there's something very important waiting for me. Breakfast.
Yes. I can't start my day without breakfast. I feel weak without it.
Same here. I usually eat something simple, like eggs, a banana, and a strong cup of black coffee. No sugar.
I like coffee too, but mine has to be sweet. I usually eat toast with cheese and fruit on the side. Sometimes yogurt too.
Nice. Let's teach a few words here. Toast, eggs, banana, coffee, fruit. Simple and useful every day.
What do you like to eat in the morning? If you're listening right now, think about your breakfast. Do you eat something sweet or salty?
While I eat, I usually look at my phone, just for a few minutes. I check the news, sometimes Instagram.
I do the same, but I try not to spend too much time on the phone in the morning. I check my messages, and then I open my planner.
I make a short to-do list before leaving for the gym. I write things like gym at 7:30, podcast at 10, meeting at 2.
I write my school plan. It helps me stay organized with my students. Let's repeat this one together. I write a to-do list. Good job.
So after breakfast, my energy is up. I brush my teeth again, grab my water bottle, and head to the gym.
And I stay at home to start my study time. I take online classes and prepare my English lessons for the kids I teach.
So let's do a quick review. I eat breakfast. I check my phone. I write my to-do list. I go to the gym. I study at home.
Great work. Now we're ready for the main part of the day: work, training, and learning.
Let's continue in the next part and talk about what we do in the morning after breakfast. After breakfast, it's time to move. I leave the house and go straight to the gym.
And I stay at home. I open my laptop, get my notebook, and start my morning study session.
The gym is close to my house, so I walk there. It takes me around 10 minutes. And I always take my water bottle and headphones.
While Leo is lifting weights, I'm studying grammar or creating activities for my students. Sometimes I also read articles or listen to English audio.
When I arrive at the gym, I start with some stretching, then do weight training and a bit of cardio.
And while I study, I like to make notes. I write down new words and repeat them out loud.
Let's say this together. I go to the gym. I do cardio. I lift weights. Good.
And now me. I open my laptop. I write new words. I study English. Well done.
After about an hour at the gym, I go back home. I feel tired, but good. I drink water and take a quick shower.
I usually study for 2 hours. Then I take a short break. I drink water or tea and do some stretching.
This part of the day is important. It's when we both focus and work on our goals.
Exactly. Morning is the best time for me to learn. My mind is fresh and I can concentrate.
Let's review some useful actions for your morning routine. I walk to the gym. I stretch. I work out. I study. I take notes. I take a break.
You're doing a great job. Now let's talk about what we do next. Lunchtime. After the morning routine, it's time to eat. Around 12:30, I start making lunch.
Yeah, I'm usually very hungry after the gym. Sometimes I cook, but sometimes I just heat something up. Depends on the day.
I love cooking. Today, I made rice, vegetables, and eggs. It's simple, but healthy.
Today I ate grilled chicken, salad, and a little bit of sweet potato. Let's teach some food vocabulary. Rice, salad, chicken, vegetables, eggs.
Nice. After lunch, I drink a cup of tea. And then I take a short break.
Same here. I like to sit on the balcony, drink water or juice, and check my messages. I try to rest my mind for 20 or 30 minutes.
Sometimes I read something light, like a short story or an article online. I don't study during the break. I just relax.
Let's give our listeners a few useful sentences they can repeat. I cook lunch. I eat rice and vegetables. I take a short break. Nice job.
Taking a break is important. You can work better when your brain has time to relax.
Exactly. After my break, I'm ready to get back to work. But first, I clean up a little.
Oh yes, we can't forget, I wash the dishes. I clean the kitchen.
All right, now we're full, rested, and ready for the afternoon.
Let's continue and talk about how our afternoons look. Work, projects, and more English.
So after lunch and a short break, it's time to get back to work.
Yeah, my afternoons are busy. I usually start by checking messages from the school or planning my next class.
And I start working on podcast content or editing videos. Sometimes I write scripts or answer emails.
Let's help our listeners with some useful phrases. I check my messages. I plan my class. I write emails. I work on videos.
Nice and practical. My afternoons are also a good time for thinking and creating. Sometimes I make notes for future episodes or do voice recordings.
And when I have some free time, I do things I enjoy, like reading or drawing. Even 20 minutes of reading in English helps me stay connected to the language.
That's a good point. I often listen to music or podcasts in English while working. I listen to music. I read in English.
And here's a fun one. Sometimes I write short texts in English about my day. It helps me remember new words.
Let's give our listeners this sentence to practice. I write about my day. Good job.
We both try to keep our afternoons productive, but we also make space to relax. Balance is key.
Exactly. Around 4:30 or 5, I like to stretch or go for a short walk if I've been sitting too long.
Me too. I usually open a window, breathe fresh air, and move a little. It helps me reset my energy.
Let's review some key actions from the afternoon. I check messages. I read in English. I write a script. I take a walk.
You're doing amazing. Now let's move on to the end of the day. Dinner, rest, and slowing down.
After a full afternoon of work and focus, I start to feel hungry again. It's time for dinner.
Me too. I usually cook something light in the evening. Nothing too heavy. Sometimes soup, salad, or a grilled sandwich.
Yeah, my dinner depends on how tired I feel. If I have energy, I cook. If not, I make eggs and toast or order something simple.
Let's teach some common dinner phrases. I cook dinner. I eat soup. I make a sandwich. I eat salad.
After dinner, I clean the kitchen and wash the dishes. It's not my favorite part of the day, but it's necessary.
Same here. After cleaning, I go to the couch and relax. I like to watch a series or read a few pages of a book.
I usually put on a show too. Something short and funny. Comedies are my favorite at night. Let's give our listeners some more phrases. I wash the dishes. I watch a series. I sit on the couch. I read a book.
That's the best part of the day. Quiet time. No noise, no pressure.
Yeah, after 8:30 or 9 p.m. I try not to use my phone too much. I like to disconnect and let my mind slow down.
Before bed, I wash my face again, brush my teeth, and change into pajamas.
Me too. And sometimes I take a few minutes to write in my notebook. Just a few words about the day.
Like, today was good. I finished my tasks. I feel tired but happy.
Let's say one more together. I'm getting ready for bed. Nice job.
We're almost done with our day, but there's one last thing we both do before sleeping.
Let's talk about that in the final part and coming up next.
Now the day is almost over, but before we sleep, there's one last habit we both love: reflection.
Yeah. At night, I take a minute to think about my day. I just close my eyes and ask, what did I do today?
Me too. It's a peaceful moment. No phone, no noise. Just quiet thinking in English.
You can do the same. Right before sleeping, ask yourself in English, what did I do today? Did I study? Did I speak English today?
And don't worry about grammar. Just use the words you know. Even short sentences are great.
For example, I woke up early. I went to the gym. I studied English. I cooked dinner. I watched a show.
It's a simple habit, but it trains your brain to think in English, not translate.
And if you do this every night, even for 2 minutes, you'll feel the difference in just a few weeks.
You might even dream in English. That happens when your brain is really active in the language.
So, let's do one final review of the day.
Wake up. Brush teeth. Take a shower. Eat breakfast. Go to the gym or study. Work on projects. Eat lunch. Relax a little. Keep learning. Eat dinner. Rest. Reflect before sleep.
You did amazing today, really. Just by listening and practicing, you're improving.
And we're proud of you. This is just one episode, but it's one step closer to fluency.
Tell us in the comments, what time do you wake up? What do you do in the afternoon? Do you speak English before sleep?
We'd love to hear about your day too.
And don't forget, the more English you live, the faster your brain learns.
Thanks for spending the day with us. This was the Parrot English Podcast, where learning feels natural.
See you in the next episode. Until then.